Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. I'm going to show you guys a few of the things that I use in my kitchen that I love that make my life easier. So I'm going to show you, start out with the things that I use most often, and then tomorrow I'm going to show you two products that I don't necessarily use a whole lot, but they are amazing when I do use them. So I'm going to start with what I use the absolute most, and that is the kitchen cloth. It's about yay big, and this is the exact same thing as an EnviroCloth that we showed you on the first day as far as how it will remove 99% of bacteria off of the surface. It's also microfiber. The only difference is you can see it's got this ribbed texture to it. So that's just going to be a whole lot more effective at kitchen stuff like picking up crumbs. It's going to get caught in these ribs and released a lot easier. So I like them because for me they're the perfect size for all of my kitchen tasks. They hold 7 times their weight in water. So all that to say, these things have completely taken the place of paper towels in our house. I have not purchased paper towels in over 2 years. We just don't use them anymore. There's about 6 of these in my drawer here, and we go through them constantly. But wiping down kitchen tables, wiping down high chairs, cleaning up spills, wiping down faces, toddler faces, baby faces after dinner, you know, all of it. That's what we use. So I'm actually going to show you guys. I got this in the mail today and I'm really excited about it. This is called GlowGerm. And what this does, a lot of people will use it with demonstrations on showing people how ineffective their hand washing techniques are. So what I'm going to do, it basically simulates bacteria. I'm going to show you guys on my kitchen counter this compared to the leading brand of disinfecting wipes. So we're going to compare disinfecting wipes to Norwex. So I'm going to show you guys how that works. So what I've got here is my GlowGerm, and I am going to take it and spread it here on my countertop. Make sure it's where you guys can see it. I'm going to smear it in. Alright, so you got a good little area here. Okay, so I'm going to use this black light here, and as you guys can see, that is what's going to simulate bacteria. And I know you guys can see it right now just without the black light, but that's how we're going to check for it after we use what we're going to use. So first I'm going to use my wet EnviroCloth, and I'm going to wipe up half of the surface. Okay. So that's done, and I'm going to take a disinfecting wipe for the other half. Let's get this over just a little bit so you guys can see. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to take my black light. We're going to start with the Norwex side. As you can see, it looks pretty good. I don't see any trace of that GlowGerm. Now we're going to come over to this side. And as you can see, there is bacteria smeared all over the place. And I hope you guys can see that real well. So, disinfecting wipes and Norwex. Disinfecting wipes, Norwex. Pretty cool. So my other most used products include the EnviroSponge. So if you're a sponge person, then you might like this, as opposed to regular kitchen sponges, which are just bacteria breeding grounds, unfortunately. This has that silver embedded. It's super absorbent. One side is EnviroCloth, so this will remove the 99% of bacteria, and then the other side is Super Scrub. So it's like for glass cooktops or kitchen counters with something really caked on, this is great for, because it won't scratch. It will just scrub super well. So both sides, pretty cool. And you can throw it in the washing machine when you're done and reuse it over and over again. And then I also have this brand new product that Norwex just came out with. These are called counter cloths, and these were made to take the place of paper towels. So it's totally a preference thing. I think people like displaying these more on their counters, so they're within easier, like they can grab them easier. But the cool part about these are they're the exact size of a half paper towel. So that's kind of what you're used to. The texture's great for picking stuff up. They're super, super absorbent, and they have the silver, and yeah, they come in really cute colors. I love them. I just think I personally use the kitchen cloths more, but like I said, totally a preference thing. They come in different kinds of color themes. This is kind of the brownish theme. It also has like a bluish theme too. So counter cloths. They also make this guy, which all the products that I've told you about, they can technically wash your dishes. What I like personally is this guy. When I still remember the day I got this guy in the mail, I was like, what is that? I'm never gonna use this. Throw it in the drawer and forget about it, until one day I saw a consultant's video of her using it, and I was like, so that's what that's for. So I love this thing. It is one of my absolute most used products, and I love getting people hooked on these because they don't know how they live without them either. So the material that this is made out of, I don't know exactly what it is made out of, but what it is won't harbor any bacteria, so bacteria cannot grow on this. So unlike the kitchen sponge, this won't get nasty and gross. So you take it, you wad it up, put any dish soap you want on it. It can be any soap because this is not microfiber, and you wash your dishes. And I think it's that net material that does such a good job at removing food and things caked onto plates and that sort of thing. It can also be used just dry or without soap if you want to just rinse your dishes off before putting them in the dishwasher. Either way, totally worth it. I've got mine over there, but I got the new one out because mine has been used so much. It is pretty nasty looking, but we love it. So dishcloth, and I also have my little set here of how I wash my produce. So there's two ways. This guy here hangs by my refrigerator back there, and it has two sides. It's called the fruit and veggie scrub cloth. This side is another super scrub. This side's a really soft material, but what this does is this side is to scrub and clean vegetables. So potatoes, sweet potatoes, carrots, that sort of thing. This is going to clean and peel. So this will actually take the outer peel off of a carrot. So you don't need your peeler anymore. It takes the pesticides and everything off of the outer part of the vegetable. So that's nice. And then this side is for fruit. And like all that to say, I'm not going to necessarily scrub every blueberry that I eat, but for things like apples, that's what I use this the most for. Gets that wax coating off of the apple, which, that wax coating that they put on all this fruit. It's great because it prevents it from bruising, keeps it, safe in transport. But that wax coating, even if it's organic, that wax attracts bacteria when people handle it, when it comes in contact with things. So all that wax coating is doing is collecting. So if you eat that apple and you have not cleaned it, you're ingesting everything that wax has picked up. So that's why this is great, because this will just take that wax coating off in no time. Get it wet, scrub it, done. So I love having this hanging next to my fridge when my toddler needs an apple. It comes in handy. So, and like I said, I won't clean every blueberry with my cloth. That's why I love their produce wash. So this takes just a capful to a huge bowl of water. I stuff all of my fruit in it when I get home from the store, let it soak, and then I drain it. It's pretty cool to see how dirty and nasty that water is. cool or gross, I don't know, once you're done draining it, even if it's organic. So I like this stuff. The reason it has a spray top is for things, quick things like broccoli and making dinner. You can spray it. It's not as cost effective, but it works. So either a capful to a bowl, or you've got your sprayer, let it soak, you're done. So love their produce wash. That's all I've got for you today. I've got the 2 products that I don't necessarily use all that often that I'm going to show you tomorrow, and I'm going to show you 2 really cool demonstrations and examples of how well they work. So I'm excited to show them to you, and I will see you tomorrow.